Michael Porter. The Nuggets even. Is it over?
Bol back in. Nice feed ahead.
Oh,
what
goodness.
A pass. Wow.
Wow. Jeremy Grant. My goodness.
Murray pulls the trigger. Jamal and the Joker. Jokic in the lane, throws it up.
Hey, let's get better today. Championship mentality. Hey, together. 1, 2, 3.
Harris good if it goes. Denver wins. Miroslav dribble around all the way.
I forgot to hit that button. Hello, welcome back to Nuggets Europe. They say one might not be a crowd, but we have a lot of people in here tonight. First of all, hello to Miroslav. Good evening, my friend.
Dobro večer from Pančevo, Serbia.
Excellent, man. Excellent. Great to have you with us. Benjamin as well, man. How's it going?
Oh, man, it's good. Life is good.
Thank God. Andre from Italia. I say you're a very happy man.
Yeah,
at least that was on TV, Andre, in Sky Sports in Italy.
Yeah.
Say no more. Evan, welcome back, my friend. No connection issues tonight.
Hopefully not, but the Nuggets won, so it doesn't matter.
And finally, we have got Brad, last but not least, of course. Brad, pleasure having you on, my friend.
Good evening. Thanks. Hello,
Good evening.
everyone.
It's a very good evening, lads. Now, before we even start, what a game. I mean, it's not good for the heart, is it? Obviously, a 135-125 victory against Utah tonight. But that whole overtime thing, I mean, let's... Even before we just jump around, I'll just go through the key things a second, and we'll just get everybody's opinion, even because there's a lot of guys here. It's pretty cool. It's like being in a bar and there's all these Nuggets fans in Europe, so I really appreciate it. First off, what about Jamal Murray, guys? Boom, 36 points tonight. A couple other guys that obviously stood out. Great performance from Joker. Interesting performance from MPJ. I can't wait to hear what Brad has to say about that. And a bit of a dodgy Photoshop there, but I personally loved Morris's performance. I thought him and Grant really were the keys in that game, especially in the middle part in the third quarter, for example, when it wasn't going well. But let's go in order of the screens here. Let's go to Serbia first. Miroslav, 1 up. 15 games to go, man. All good?
Yeah, it's all good. We are still on the track for Nuggets in 4. I know everybody was nervous during the game, and of course Utah had a really good game because their coach Quinn Snyder made a really good game preparation for Nuggets. He scouted the team really well. He cut off all of those backdoor cuts that Denver usually does in their half-court offense. So this is the main reason why Jokic finished with only 3 assists. This is not normal Nuggets basketball, but it is something that can be expected in the days to come, because the teams are really focused on everyone other's team's weaknesses. So there will be a lot of Jokic Murray 5-1 pick and rolls, to just like the last year. So all in all, a B plus game from Jokic, A plus clutch performance from Murray, and I don't know that Utah can throw much more at Denver than they did tonight, especially without Conley. When Conley returns, some things will change, of course. But before that, I would say I expect Denver to be better in the next game and win more comfortably.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. All good for me. I still think Nuggets in 4 as well. Benjamin, you look like a man that has had a very stressful evening.
My throat is gone. It's off the back of that. Yeah, I completely agree. I don't think that Utah have a lot more they can throw at us. Mike Conley, yeah, like you say, obviously is going to bring a lot more leadership to that group. He's a veteran player who can bring them together, and he's got to, we have to be mindful of that. But I would love to see us just continue just that consistency, because that was an ugly third quarter from us. We let them back into the game, and we had a fantastic first half. I mean, there was one play in particular that I loved. It was such a playoff play. It was Mason Plumlee just going so hard for an offensive rebound, grabbing it, kicking it out to PJ Dozier, and the rest was history. It was a really good play, and it was just the bench guys coming up big, and it was a great first half. But third quarter was a different story. We were ugly. We couldn't bring it. I mean, and to be fair to Utah, they played really well in that third quarter as well. But yeah, I'd like to see that some more consistency and carry over good performances from the first half into the second half.
That third quarter was a bit crazy, and I have to say to the lads in England here, especially, you're speaking very well for lads that obviously, it's me included, that the game wasn't on TV, lads. I don't know how we are talking so well about this game legally, but we'll come back to that. I'll tell you one thing, I actually hate Twitter whenever you're streaming a game. Oh my God, and we'll say no more. Obviously very legal. Brad,
Yes.
You look very relaxed after that. Very relaxed. All good? Easy?
Yeah, that was, yeah. I mean, overtime was different, wasn't it? But yeah, no, I mean, the other two have summed that up. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think Ben was a bit generous with that third quarter. I think that was brutal. That was just pure awfulness. I can't even really comment. It was that bad. Yeah, but trumped it out, got back in the fourth quarter, got back into it. Overtime was pretty comfortable, I felt. Another couple of bad calls on Murray. I mean, that charge was just ridiculous. I'm not sure how that got called, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, Mitchell, 57 points. I mean, you have to throw your hat down to that. That's I'm going. But, I mean, is he going to be able to repeat that in the next game? I'm not sure, to be honest. I think that's going to be a step too far. I think without Conley as well. Yeah, I think we're going to be right about game in 4. I still had it as 5, but no, I think it's going to be done in 4.
Ooh, I would love. I said it last night.
I flipped.
I would love if it's done in 4 because, like, I mean, if they're 3 up, I mean, and the games. Well, you know what? I think it's Monday morning. I'm gonna watch it anyway, guys. Really quickly before I go to Evan, I was a very happy man tonight. 6:30 in the evening. Nuggets at dinner time. I'm not gonna lie, I might have had 2 or 3 beers. I can't get used to that. Evan obviously is a Colorado native. I mean, this must be very, it must make you homesick actually watching the Nuggets at dinner time.
Yeah, a little bit. The time was obviously great, but I mean, more than anything else, I just care about them winning or not. So yeah, having them pull through. There was a point there when I thought they weren't even going to win the game because they took the foot off the gas, and like you other guys have mentioned, it was pretty ugly there for a while. I still think it'll be Denver in 5 because they are prone to kind of do what they did tonight and just kind of get comfortable. If they don't, however, then I could see them winning in 4. Definitely need a bigger performance from MPJ. Someone needs to find a way to actually stop Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if he'll go for 57 again, but when he scores at will like that and then the game is that close, man, my nerves were through the roof because if he hits any of those shots in overtime, it could be like that other game last week where it just kept going and going. So, a lot to improve on for the Nuggets. Fortunately, they have more than one player that can score, so
yes,
they got the win.
I don't know if you've seen Mr. Morton's comment there when you're talking to him, but he's saying Nuggets in 3. So I don't know if that can happen, but I'll take Nuggets in 3 every day of the week, guys. Every day of the week. No, obviously, thanks for having here. Andre, ciao amico, mi come stai? And I was supposed to say hello, my friend, but I can't speak Italian. But ciao, hello, welcome. Andre, you must be a very happy man. Did you get to watch the game legally on Sky Sport? Why is the game on Sky Sport?
Yeah,
in Italy,
here in Italy.
It's not Sky Sport here.
I don't know, but here in Italy it was on Sky Sport, so it was all legal. It was all, I'm good for it. And yeah, all I can do is agree with you guys. It was a great game. Utah gave it all. Mick had 57 points. What can you ask more from him? So I think, yeah, as I said in the first place, I'm going to go with Nuggets in 5, not 4, because, we are the Nuggets. So at one point in the series, we're going to lose one.
Like this whole, guys, I genuinely think, maybe it's just the pure pessimism, I genuinely think Nuggets in 4. I don't know why, but I think they're going to maybe blow out and then start to struggle in the next round, unfortunately, but I guess we'll see what happens. Here, this is the problem, and it's not a bad problem to have. When there's 6 guys in a chat, it's hard to have 3 or 4 topics, but I was going to maybe try and look at the next game or maybe a standout player from this game. Before we do that, I want to really quickly just myself talk about the third quarter. Look at Mike Malone just after. He looks like a man that is about to actually go and actually
this
go
was
nuts.
the exact my face. It was my face during the third.
That third quarter, let's be honest. Put your hand up if you thought at the end of the third quarter that the Nuggets were going to lose. Hands up. Yeah, I thought it was going to happen, to be honest. It was rough enough though, all the same. Look, guys, obviously the game now Wednesday night is on TNT. If anybody can't watch the game on Sky or any other legal method, TNT in the States, obviously on altitude as well. Miroslav, let's start with you. Maybe guys, 2 elements to one question, because we are running out of time with 6 people. But Miroslav, did anybody else stand out for you tonight? And what did the Nuggets have to do going into the second game on Wednesday?
Well, one player that stood out in a bad way is Michael Porter, because I don't think it's completely his fault, even though he should be more aggressive on the offensive rebound. But the Nuggets are just not playing any plays for him at the moment. He's just a spot-up shooter. He takes all the shots that he gets. Some of those didn't get in today, and when his shots are not, 80% going in, Mike Malone was losing his faith in him very fast, because he was getting blown up on the defensive side all the time. So this is why he didn't play a lot of minutes in the fourth quarter. So I hope they will find a way to include him more in the next game, so it will be easier for the rest of the guys to just get to the high enough level that Utah just cannot get to with this squad they have now. And the other thing is it's Torrey Craig who was in foul trouble all game.
Yeah. Actually,
the minutes that Torrey Craig was in the game, Nuggets were like +9, something like that. But Jeremy Grant wasn't a great defender on Mitchell. It was a problem. So hopefully if Torrey Craig gets out of foul trouble, and maybe if they switch PJ Dozier more on Mitchell in the next game, it will be better for the Nuggets, hopefully. So we'll see.
Hopefully. And Benjamin, man, just going on what Miroslav said there, if the Nuggets lost that game tonight, I know it sounds obvious, but it really puts them down in terms of confidence. At least now they've got that win, and they can learn from those mistakes that Miroslav has mentioned about. Especially MPJ had a bit of a bumpy second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I agree. I like the way Dozier defends. He's long. He's quick. He's got quick feet. And yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that at all, even if we run it to just try it out and see how that goes. But yeah, the confidence is going to be much higher going into this next game. I think we've ironed out a little bit of first game nerves for the playoffs. Monte Morris, for me, if you're asking about a player that stood out, I think he went 2 of 3 from 3, but those 2 threes were really at really pivotal times that were just, huge threes. He ran the offense really well. He defended really well. I thought his defense on a couple of those plays, he stood up tall. And was really impactful on both ends for his minutes. I think I remember last season in the playoffs, he was a little bit shaky at times, and I think he's come out this time and he was calm, and I just thought his game was great. I felt confident when he had the ball in his hands that he was going to make the right play, and it seemed like he did that every time. So yeah, for me, apart from the obvious, Monte really stood out for me.
I really love watching Monte play as well. Brad, did anybody else stand out for you? I know you're on the MPJ train. Are you still on it? And also,
I'm still on it.
What do we have to do to get maybe? Yeah, but like, it was. I mean, it was a weird performance. But I guess when you're not young and you're not inexperienced, you're going to have those days. But how do we get to the point in game 2 where we're not sitting with 2 minutes to go and we're either chasing the game or trying to hold a 2-point lead? Because my heart can't take much more.
Well, we need to stop Mitchell. That's the most key. I mean, if we stop him and keep him down, we're going to be cruising, I think, because the Utah bench is poor. It's not. There's no depth in Utah. I agree. I thought Monte Morris had an excellent game. I have to give a bit. I know he didn't play much, but I thought Plumlee played really well for his 11 minutes or so. He was defending really well there. I said, I think, was it Sunday when we had our chat, they needed to get Gobert in foul trouble early, and they started it and then they just laid off him. I thought Jokic should have gone on him a bit more, but yeah, outside of that, the standouts Murray and Joker, really. I mean, them two are fantastic.
Yes, sir. And it was great to see a bit of the connection. I think it was in overtime when they were going nuts. But Murray, I don't know if you guys seen it, Evan, on the ESPN feed. Obviously, we're all in the States right now, so it's fully legal. But Murray at the end was in great form, and he was obviously slagging Mitchell. Like, 50 points, man, I got there. And Evan is potentially...
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You said...
sorry, my apologies. It's my accent as well. I was just saying, obviously, I don't know if you've seen
Jamal
Murray.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I did see that. That was awesome.
You obviously, Evan, wrote a very good preview piece for this first game. After watching this game tonight, what do you think? What do you think the Nuggets have to do to get over the edge in the second?
I think they just gotta not get complacent like they did in the second half. There, they know they're the better team. They can't just assume that the game will be handed to them, because when they actually go out and play and run their plays and try and defense, Utah didn't stand a chance. And it took Mitchell having literally a record-breaking night almost for them to even take it to overtime. So I think Denver just goes out, does their thing, runs through Jokic, plays the two-man game with him and Murray, gets MPJ involved. They'll be good.
I hope so, man. I really do, and hopefully it won't be as tense as tonight. Andre, I mean, your fingernails must be gone with nerves, but from an Italian's perspective, what on earth do we have to do going into the second game? Obviously, we've got the win. We're 1 up. What do you want to see? Obviously on Wednesday, it's a little bit later for you guys. I know you and Miroslav, it's 10 o'clock instead of 9. It's not too bad, is it?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. The game will be on Sky Sport here in Italy too.
Oh,
so
brilliant!
All legal again. And talking about MPJ, I was reading post game interviews, and it says something like he noted the increase in defense intensity, and I think this was a big part of his game. He's a rookie. It was his first playoff game. So I think that's why he had not very great game. But I think in in game 2 he'll be much better.
Absolutely, and I'm looking forward to seeing the resurgence of MPJ in game 2, and obviously he's going to go for 55 points, and either equal or better, better Mitchell's effort tonight. Let's see what happens, guys. The game on Wednesday at 9 o'clock UK Ireland, 10 o'clock in Europe, and like 6 in the morning if you're in Denver. I don't even know anymore, to be honest. 2 o'clock in the afternoon in Denver. Really quickly, guys, just one each. So Miroslav, you're still saying Denver in 4, yeah?
Yeah, Denver in 4. All 4 games will be tough. There will not be blowouts over there at all. I don't think so. But I'm still confident in 4-0. It's just Utah doesn't have the enough firepower to overcome Denver. This is my take.
Benjamin, Denver in 7 or?
No, I originally had it in 5, but I think after today, I completely agree. I just can't see what else Utah can throw at us that's gonna I'm gonna change it to 4, and yeah, I'm sticking with it. Denver in 4.
I love it. I love it. Brad, please don't say Denver in 5. Please.
Oh, I'd already changed earlier, but you're putting me under pressure. No, I have to change to 4 from 5 for definite. As I say, I can't see Utah putting any more than they did tonight. So.
Evan, we've really got ourselves out in the line here. So are you saying Nuggets in 4?
I'm sorry, you guys. I got to keep it at 5.
Oh, Andre, finally 4.
I can see your point on Nuggets in 4, but as a long time Nuggets fan, I have to say Nuggets in 5. I know my team.
Evan, I think I might have butt into your conversation there.
Yeah.
The joys of the internet. I think you were going to say something else. If I'm wrong, let me know. But no, all good.
No, I was just going to say I think Denver's still not experienced enough for the sweep. I don't think
yet.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll be experienced by the Western Conference Finals. Don't worry. This team is gelling together very quick, guys. I feel good after tonight. Honestly, seriously, it's been good having a few pints, but more importantly, Jamal Murray really coming in, and that stretch in overtime really gives us hope now going into these next few games. Let's use these next 3 games as a warm up for the Clippers. I'm joking, by the way. And we'll obviously see what happens on Wednesday night. Guys, it's been a pleasure. We got guys here from the UK, Ireland, Serbia, Italy. Fantastic. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Go Nuggets, and see you guys on Wednesday, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Follow Nuggets Serbia, follow Nuggets Europe, and follow Nuggets Italia, please. Good night. Ciao.
Good night.